Hey guys, and welcome back to my City Builders channel here on YouTube. I'm Ben, and today I'm starting with episode 9 of Springfield. Uh, Not Springfield, man. I'm talking about Springdale, my new city, my new town here in Cities Skylines Snowfall expansion or DLC. Um, so I've already informed you, I think, during the last episode that there are a couple of things in this town that I actually do not like at all, um, or not as much as I should be. So I'm currently thinking about rebuilding quite a lot of parts here, actually. And yeah, you might wonder why I'm doing so. The reason is that I have a couple of issues with the current setup. It's not really ideal, and honestly, a couple of things I did here are, yeah, I wouldn't say embarrassing, but they are not really the way they should be like this. Yeah, highway off ramp. This was just a quick and dirty, really dirty solution in that case. And well, of course, it took away some of the traffic issues that I had in the downtown area coming from here. Yeah, but as you can see, the other thing that happened is that I'm having so many issues with these warehouses, that industrial area, these two farms here. It's way too much for just one thing, um, or just one industrial thing and one on and off like way with a roundabout. And oh my, yeah, I could do it differently, of course, but I think it wouldn't solve many issues really nicely, or at least not the way that I want them to be. So yeah, if you have been watching my episode 4, I think you might understand where I'm actually coming from. I was aiming for a couple of goals, but obviously the wrong goals actually. I was just aiming for reorganizing this farm here, which is brand new since episode 4. I used only animal pastures here for my livestock, and this is like only farmland for, yeah, grain and fruits and everything else. So maybe I'm gonna split this up even more into only grain and another farm into only fruit, um, which is something that I could easily do or probably should do. But yeah, maybe we end up with this already at the end of this episode. I'm curious, but yeah, we'll see. And of course, I was going for the ore mining here. I took away loads of this little mountain here. Actually, I had to, since the slope was almost everywhere too steep for adding in a couple of these ore mines or underground ore mines. Yeah, not really easy going here, but I did what I did, and I want to rearrange a couple of things. Of course, I could leave it, but um, to be honest, I thought quite some time about it after stopping with my last episode, and to be honest, I'm not really happy with the solution. Yeah, so I simply go for it and change things from here. Um, so without knowing the full map, and even when I'm zooming out here, I don't really see the full map. I just see a couple of the surrounding things here. Um, there, yeah, I took a look at like the perspective here, and the things that I can see currently is, well, over here it's quite flat. Over there it's also quite flat, and what I want to use, I want to use this way on the left side of the lake from this perspective. sorry, um, for actually for yeah, a highway connection maybe to the lower part of this map here. I'm not yet sure what I'm doing with this woodlands over here, those huge forests over there. There are some mountains, so I'm not completely aware of what's in this area or in this region. But yeah, I think it would be good to plan like having a connection here um, to the other side of this here, to these flatlands here, and maybe also in the future have a connection to over here to the other side, because I don't know what this is. It could be a lake or more likely some, yeah, it does look like the sea over here. I haven't seen any ships coming in here yet. Um, just every once in a while there was kind of a plane flying above the sky, but that's something I can't really tell whether there is a ship connection available or not. So yeah, for now I go for the highway connection up here through this little strip of land. And yeah, so I think I'm going to reorganize this town. The other issue that I had, and before digging too deep into that, is here's a commercial zone for local produced goods, and this is here, and the local produced goods are over there. So, well, it's quite a long distance right across my currently, well, let's call it a downtown area. And to be honest, I don't like it. It's not ideal. It's not perfect, and that's not the way I want the city to look like, to be honest. So yeah, currently I'm very much considering to change that. So currently I only have a coal power plant, an oil power plant available. A geothermal power plant, I could use that. Maybe I should consider doing that instead of the. Oh, that would be an option. It just has a little bit of noise pollution, but this. Oh, what is it? Upkeep 1040. This has even more zero. Yeah, I think it's good for to go for that for the moment at least. Then I can tear down this wind turbines as well, because I will need a lot of them. And currently, this offers me 80 megawatts, and those have 8 at max, and I don't have 10 of them yet. So this should be, well, enough for the future, I think. So I let this game run for a quick while to earn a bit more money, as long as the traffic stays, well, almost copable for the citizens and for all the shipments going off. You can see it here, all those trucks leaving the warehouses. They're going around here, and only some of them are reconnecting with the highway. But as you can see, many more livestock trucks are returning to the facility. So they have to go through all this traffic jam here, which is, well, as you can see, it's not ideal, not at all. There I have some biofuel garbage trucks. Well, it's all kind of a mess. So I think sooner or later I might run into heavy issues with my, um, yeah, with my whole supplies for this part of town. And this town isn't even huge. It just has 8,000 something of population. So before doing that, actually, I'm going to pause the game in a little while. I'll just let it run for a couple of seconds, and before doing that, I would really like to ask you for subscribing to my channel in case you haven't done that yet. If you like this video, I would really be happy about it. And yeah, just leave me a comment whenever you have any questions or concerns. I'm happy to answer them whenever I have time for that. Thanks a lot. And yeah, I'll see you back in a couple of minutes or seconds. I'm just letting this run for now. And yeah, then I'll continue with or start the rebuild of Springdale. It will be massive, it will be huge, but it's worth it, I guess. Thanks a lot for waiting. See you in a sec. So now I'm having a buff or almost 450k, which should be quite good for the very beginning. I just want to, yeah, kind of stop here and begin with everything like rebuilding this town. In the meantime, I will speed up the process whenever necessary, whenever there's nothing to explain. Or nothing that where there's really a need to explain it to you, especially when it comes to just tearing down roads and other structures. I think that's something that you can easily watch fast forward in a quick process. It's going to take me a little while, but yeah, just watch and enjoy how I'm rebuilding Springdale for now. So, yeah, first of all, the structure, I paused the game now, and the first structure I'm going to tear down because it looks absolutely ugly is this highway on and off thingy and turnaround and whatever. So I'm doing that first, and then I'm also kind of reconnecting between this and that part, because that, yeah, kind of brings me back to the initial roundabout that I set up here. And yeah, from here, I'm working my way down basically in something like a line down here. Hopefully I don't have to tear down this whole farm as well, but I'm trying to make kind of a curve until here, and yeah, rearrange my districts a little bit just to make sure that I'm using the available space as best as possible, and I'm also rearranging this grid-based layout as best as I can, because usually I'm not going for the grid-based thing, but yeah, in the initial beginning of this, of me playing Springdale, I actually, yeah, I was just going for it because I definitely needed money, and this was the easiest solution to go for in the very beginning. But now, since I have some budget, I think I should be okay with that. Okay, so I'm beginning with rebuild, and I'll fast forward things for you. Thanks for staying tuned. So in that first part, as you can see, I kind of arranged the highway coming from over here down to that part of town. I included one like on and off ramp part here. Um, that should help me connect this part of town with that part of town. I also removed my commercial specialization, which is something I'll add in most likely over here again, because I will need these specializations at a later stage very urgently. And for now, I'm trying to add in most of the missing or the residential zones that I actually removed from this part into over here, into that area, just to make sure that new residents can move in very quickly as soon as I let the game run again for a couple of minutes, just to make sure and check whether my plans are kind of working. So yeah, I'll fast forward it again for you, but I just wanted to let you know what I'm planning to do. So I'm going from there and hear you in a couple of minutes. Thanks for staying tuned. out some of my um yeah, like live-in quarters or residential zones here quite nicely. Um, so what I'm trying, or what I was actually thinking about um, right now is mm, rearranging that part over here because that shouldn't be down there as long as I'm putting in residential zones here. I don't want my water treatment plants to be like um, anywhere close by the residential zones. So I'm moving these just for now to over here to save a bit of money and a bit of time. I also have to think about my snow blowing or snow trucks here as well. Um, that piece of road can actually go, and um, just one second because before I'm actually losing my train of thought here. Um, I was just thinking about something. Yeah, I also have to redo, or at least I want to redo, um, this like warm and cold water pipelines because they are no longer in use the way they have been in use. Of course, you could say just leave it like that and use the given structure because whenever a city rearranges, blah blah blah. Um, so, but still, I want to follow at least some level of realism, even though I think rebuilding a whole town isn't very realistic. Um, so that's the reason why I'm removing all these unused water pipes. Um, I'm also removing, but this will be a commercial zone, so probably having power supplies up here would be really nice. Yeah, but I have to think about that part at a later stage. So now I removed almost all these unnecessary, like warm water pipes that I had in my city. Um, and I want to restructure. Hopefully, my plan doesn't get me into trouble because I planned not to use um, anything else besides the money that I had on my account for this rearrangement of my town. So I'm first of all thinking about supplying most of this part already with warm and hot water for heating or for heating purposes, because otherwise I'll be running into some issues very quickly after letting the game run for a quick while. So that should be okay. I do not want to overdo it this time, just to make sure that I'm saving enough money for all the other stuff that needs to be rebuilt and redone in quite a while, and the money's actually vanishing faster than it should be. But well, that's always the thing with restructuring an existing city layout. It's never going to be easy. It's never going to be inexpensive. So, yeah, I kind of have to deal with that now and work with the budget that I have. Those are supplied, so everything should be kind of supplied right now. Oh no, I did one mistake here. So I still have those like wind turbines up there. I do no longer have my, and that was a big mistake actually. I do not longer have this geothermal heating plant. I teared it down for, don't ask me for the reason actually. It happened on by mistake. To be honest, and it wasn't really really good that I did that. I was kind of stupid, I would like to say. So I'm adding in or connecting this geothermal heating plant back here. And now, so what else did I remove? I moved you guys over there, but I can't connect those here yet to my network. Can't do that. At least not now. So now I'm thinking about re-establishing like new residential zones here. This whole district, I think all of it should go, and the very first step should be defined as a residential zone. I don't want this to be a residential zone because I have to plan to put in a huge park in there. Maybe a very vintage park. Let's see. So I'm going to work from there, and I'm not using this here as residential zones because those are too close to a highway. And now, since I have the option to add in high-rise residentials, I want to use that and kind of restructure those parts that I already filled with low-rise residentials, but since I want to improve things significantly and add in more citizens to my town, I at least want to take care of that as well. So you're going for the high rise here. This should be high rise, that and that should be high rise as well. Oh no, this won't be high rise. So right across my park, I'm just thinking for some reason Central Park actually came to my mind. So right across this park, I want to have some high-rise residentials as those will definitely benefit from the park that I'm going to establish here. And those will actually benefit from the lake where they are currently situated. Come on, trying this different tool to set up everything as a high rise here. And yeah, so this should give me a huge boost. And maybe I'm also going for these as high rise residentials. Those should be high rise. And I assume you guys could be high rise as well. So now I'm thinking about adding school supplies first and the best way possible, just to make sure that I'm covering the most essential parts of my city with like schools. There, I should put in one. Here should be another school. Putting one in here. One here. And I would assume another one there. So they are kind of profiting from that. And over here will be one high school. There should be another high school. And let's put down another high school over here. So I'm really getting tight on my budget. This is getting totally hard. So I haven't solved the traffic issue. I'm curious. I'm trying one thing now. I'm letting the game run for a very quick amount of time. So this is back up. I have not put down any fire stations or police stations yet. So that's gonna be the first thing I assume people might complain about. So let's put down one here. Another one over there, and the police station. One over there. And one over here, probably. So now let me see whether I can help it and get things going here. This might take a while. It's so risky what I'm doing. You can see I'm losing so much money at the moment. I'm not having enough commercial zones. Shoot. So I have to do something that I actually do not like at all. Yeah, but I think I have to do it now because I need the money urgently. And I want my citizens to move into town as quickly as possible. as any way possible. So this is high-rise residential. Um, that could be another commercial zone. And this could be another commercial zone. So I'm curious what happens now. This is so risky. I'm losing huge amounts of money. Huge amounts. So I have to work with what I've got and what I've set up. Okay. A bailout. Shoot. Okay, I'm accepting this bailout. I'm pausing the game. I'm adding in like this commercial zone, this here, this here, that here. Adding you guys in over here. I'm setting up. I have to. Well, this is worst case actually happening now. Maybe I can completely, or I have to completely restart my town. Oh my gosh, this is so frightening. This is so freaking frightening. Oh, 1 sec. 1 second. Oh no. Did I just forget to? Yeah. I have no water. No freaking water in town. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's a huge mistake. A huge mistake. And I didn't zoom in properly. Oh, come on, guys. This can't be true. So, connecting this, connecting that. Okay, let me just check. You're missing urgently water. Of course you guys are leaving. No wonder. So people should please be happy in a second or in a couple of minutes. Please be happy. Please make me not lose that much money. Oh my gosh, is this frightening? This is so frightening. Ah, oh, my funds are coming back. Ooh, 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 what a mistake. Man, what a mistake I made here. I remember these were one of the things that I removed very early stage after I began with demolishing parts of the town here. Oh, shoot. At least things are kind of coming back. I'm not yet over it, I would like to say. Oh, the wastewater thing. Oh, shoot, another issue. You don't have enough heat. Oh, come on. Really? Oh, really? What a fucking mistake. What a mistake I made here. Wastewater. Back online. Yes. Ooh, that was tight. Really tight. Okay, connecting you. Oh, what an issue. Let me check. I have to watch things really closely here. Okay, I'm again losing money for the sake. Oh, God's sake. So, what did I put down here? So, this covers pretty much of this part of town. Okay, another doctor's office, and then hopefully back up again. I know what I missed. I know what I missed. Oh, shoot. The recycling center. Okay, I'm taking a loan now. I'm trying to fix whatever I can with this limited amount of budget, and hopefully, I haven't made the wrong decision. Well, there is a recycling center. Just let me check. Let me check that. Are you connected? Operating normally. So, what's the issue? What's the issue? Low land value. Why is there a low land value? That person. Did I also remove the. Oh, I have an assumption. No, that person should be good. Yeah, that should be good. This should be working. And like healthcare, are you supported? You guys are enough supported here. I don't want to waste 10,000 for literally nothing. That's taken care of. That's taken care of. The education is fine. If I put down another school here, what does that help me? It helps me with keeping things going. Or currently, I have to try it. I have to try it if I keep continuing losing money. I massively have to rearrange things or think about rethink. Oh, please, come on. Citizens are sick. Why? Why are you still sick? Are you getting bad water supplies here? Oh, yes, you are. Oh, shoot. Let's move them quickly. Really, really quickly. Over here to, let's say, down there. From over here. Down there. And reconnect those with my water pipes as quickly as possible. Because that has to be working. Remove, remove. And like reconnect this part and that part. Yeah, back up and running. So no more wastewater. Coming into town. So now, I'm repaying my loan. So, first of all, I'm repaying this loan now, even though it takes away some of my money, but at least it gives me back more weekly income, which is good. So, I think I solved the first hiccups um, that, yeah, kind of occurred during the fact that I had to rearrange some of these things, unfortunately. Okay, I'm adding in a couple of saunas over here. Just to make sure that people can actually benefit from this a bit better. Now I'm trying to also sick person or dead persons. Please, please, please get picked up soon. So I think I might have to add in one cemetery, like over here, just for the time being, to make sure that those dead persons get picked up as soon as possible, as quickly as possible. Because that's no good. It's no good sign. Whenever there's a dead person in a building, I think people wouldn't want to consider living there, actually. So, and while these things are getting solved, I'm solving a couple of minor things here, like um, removing the parking options from these 4-lane roads actually for my citizens, because that's something I do not like at all. Um, okay, and I also have to. That's another thing I actually forgot um, to add in a new snow dump into my area, because that one over there isn't able to cover all the snow in town. So those are cleared up. Those are cleared up again. So I'm doing the best I can for my citizens, at least for the time being, before I'm thinking about rebuilding that part of town. Still have major like transport issues, like traffic issues. I still have them, but at least I have a new place for my citizens to move to as soon as I'm tearing down. So now again, I'm losing a bit of money, but that's currently not something I'm worried about too much. So those snow trucks are doing their duties very well. I removed all now almost all of the snow flakes from the streets as they are passing through. So things are getting better for everyone in my town. So now I reached the population level of a small city. I finally got the option to add in trains, which will be really helpful for my further planning um, regarding this rebuild of Springdale. So I think I'm stopping this episode for now. I was having quite some hiccups with my rebuild during this episode, and to be honest, I was deeply worried about the health of my citizens. I was deeply worried about the progress, whether I have to like dump everything I've built and start from scratch again. Um, yeah, so that's it for this episode. I would like to thank you for spending the time with me today with this first rebuilding session. I'll for sure start another one very, very soon. Um, just to make sure that I'm rearranging all the remaining parts of town a little bit better to clear those traffic hiccups over there. I don't like having industrial zones in here at all, to be honest. But that's something I'm going to take care of in the next episode for sure. So yeah, again, I would like to thank you for tuning in again with me. Thanks again for joining me in this City Skylines session. Hope to see you the next time when I'm building Springdale or continuing to build Springdale. If you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, please consider doing that. I would be really happy about it. And yeah, leave me a like, leave me a comment on this video, and I'm happy to reply to you whenever I can. Thanks a lot and have a good one. Stay safe. Bye bye.